Once you've turned part of an Excel sheet into a table, we can then customize that table by using the table styles. We simply click into the table, Table Tools Design ribbon. That is only there because we have table and we're inside that table. And we'll see here that we can turn on different bits of the style bits that we do or do not want. So header row is activated, total row is activated, banded rows are activated. First column is not, but it can be. Last column is not, but it can be. And banded columns if you really want to go the whole hog. I'm going to leave banded columns off. Having selected what we want from our styles, we then choose our styles from the list. Choices of light styles, medium styles, and dark styles. Notice how font inverts here on the dark styles so that you get white text on a darker background. Or we can clear the styles completely so that we get a blank table. Now font for the text there needs to be reverted to automatic. Now, if you're not happy with any of the styles that are actually given to you, you can create your own style by going to New Table Style. In the New Table Style dialog box, we firstly need to give our table a name, Guys Table. And then we can customize each of the elements. So the first column stripe, how wide is it? The first column, second column, third column, does it use all of those? Second column stripe, first row stripe, second row stripe. So these are the bits of your table that you can control. We can customize any element we like. This is our table as a preview. So for example, let's say the whole table and choose format. What would we like to control in the whole table? Well, I'd like to control the fact that the borders are all dotted, the outline border and the inside border. Okay, and you can just about see that on the preview. What about the first row stripe format? Well, the first row background, I'd like to be sort of light yellow. Okay. Second row stripe format, I'd like to be a darker yellow. Okay. Now the elements that you've been formatting then go bold. So you can see just by looking at this table grid here, which parts you have controlled. Let's do the header row. Keeping with the yellow theme, let's make that a dark color background, but change the font color to white. Okay. I've only changed a few elements and then we'll see what that looks like. So that's okay. That then appears in the list as a custom style and I can apply that by clicking on it. You can see that that gets applied. Dark background, lighter, a bit darker, lighter, a bit darker for my stripes, my banded rows. Now if I need to edit Guys Table, I go back to the list, right click here, and I can choose Modify. And then I can go in and perhaps control the total row format. Background color quite dark, white font. Why don't we make it bold as well? Okay. And the total row goes bold. Okay. And then that gets applied to my grid. So that's the ability to create your own table style. From the table styles drop list, new table style, and then you go ahead and create it. Once you have a table style, it then appears under this custom list where you can right click and you'll see that you can choose to apply and clear current formatting or apply and maintain any formatting already in place, modify the custom style, duplicate it, therefore have a second style that you can modify slightly differently, delete it, and even add it to the quick access toolbar. So it would appear up here and then you could just choose it very, very quickly without having to go into Table Tools, Design and choose the style. So that just takes your tables a little bit further. Tables are part of an Excel spreadsheet that you've decided to format separately and maintain it separately. It gives you this extra ability of filtering the columns. And you'll find also with the total row, it gives you the ability to change the function at any stage by choosing the drop down in each of the individual cells in the total row, as well as this extra ability to create your own table style and then use that from henceforth. So now that I have my own style, I can go to February, where I have a table, choose the drop down, choose my style, which is at the top, and apply. And the same for March, which is also a table. Notice I'm not having to highlight it, I just click into the table, choose my style and apply, and it's fantastic style. Obviously I can modify that should I decide not to like the style.